We are live. My name is Alan Roberts. Thank you for joining me for Evening Rants. I'm also playing this on my fitness channel because I believe what I'm about to talk about is massively important for pretty much everybody watching. I'm writing a book right now called Fat, Sick, Weak, and Dependent, the Engineered Epidemic. And I'm about to show you something that I have to rewrite. I'm going to have to add this to it. To show you how corrupt peer-reviewed science is, I present all of you with this study. This is the ketogenic diets are associated with an elevated risk for all cancers, insight from a cross-sectional analysis of the NHANES 2001 to 2018. So obviously they're like, this is a cross-sectional study showing you how ketogenic diets are associated with cancer. Like it's kind of wild to me that we are here still. So this is peer review. So there should be no holes to be blown in this because it's peer review. It's peer reviewed science, right? Like peer reviewed science means about as much as FDA approval. It does not mean it's safe. It does not mean it's effective. And it does not mean it's true anymore. And that's the problem. We, the people, should just want to see the data, because if you just break this thing down to the data, if you just want to look at it, what it actually says, let me blow that up for you for a little bit so you guys can see a little better. Try to thin it out. That should help. But I'm going to go through this, and I want everybody to know, I am not some keto zealot at all. It's not. That's not my thing. I am not at all the type of person that's going to be like, go keto, go carno. Find what works for you, because honestly, that's the biggest thing. But we don't even need to break this down because I broke it down for us. So we just need the title, because here's the issues with it, and the issues are far and wide. First of all. It's completely misleading on a ketogenic diet label. Them actually naming ketogenic diets is completely misleading, because the study calls diets with 181 grams per day of carbohydrates, which is the equivalent of 12 slices of bread, ketogenic. They're calling that a ketogenic diet. You can eat 12 slices of bread for this study, and they're going to say it's keto. True keto is, by the way, is about under 50 grams a day of total carbohydrates, and 70 to 80% of your total calories comes from fat, from dietary fat. And that because it pushes them into ketosis. The problem is no participants in this were on keto. They were not in ketosis. No ketones were even measured. They didn't even measure ketones. The title misleads by implying harm for actual ketogenic diets. And honestly, ketogenic diets are prescribed oftentimes. They're oftentimes used in oncology. So this is a very dangerous piece of paper that is completely full of shit. It's insane, because ketogenic diet, I can guarantee you this, and I know you don't need to take my word for it because I'm not a doctor. I actually reverse type 2 diabetes. So I'm not a doctor, because doctors just keep treating you, but I've literally helped reverse dozens and dozens and dozens of people's type 2 diabetes. So you're right, I'm not a doctor. I actually do shit. Don't get me wrong. Doctors are phenomenal if you break your arm or have some sort of acute illness. But for lifestyle shit, 40% of my weight loss clientele for our coaching online are doctors, physician's assistants, nurses, CNAs. So miss me with all that shit. Miss me with all of that. So flawed diet. They also flawed the dietary ketogenic ratio, the DKR. It uses a non-standard DKR formula that scores a diet of 0 to 9, but only reaches approximately 0.6 to 0.7. So far below true ketogenic scores of 3 to 4. High carb diets score in similar ratios. So they're scoring high carb diets the same as they are ketogenic diets, which is insane. Cancer risk was only significantly below the DKR of 0.44, so they were measuring it and saying it was below anyway. The cross-sectional design is weakness. It's a snapshot that can't prove causality or temporality. Cancer patients may adopt lower carb diet post diagnosis. So in other words, they get cancer and then they go on keto to help with their cancer, but they're listed in the study as keto led to their cancer. Like, that's how fraudulent this study is. Somebody could be diagnosed with cancer, go on the ketogenic diet, and be included in this study as a person who was given cancer by the ketogenic diet. That is fraud. Peer-reviewed fraud. It's peer-reviewed fraud. So insane. So completely insane. It has poor data collection where it relies on 2 24-hour dietary recalls prone to bias and not reflective of sustained ketogenic adherence. Cancer data is self-reported and it risks misclassification. No ketones or biomarker validations at all. All cancers were lumped together. So somebody with skin cancer or somebody with melanoma or somebody with lung cancer were all lumped together. Let's see the statistics and interpretive errors. Weak ORs and borderline significance suggest noise, not signal, nonlinear results. And then the ethical considerations, it ignores 70 plus preclinical and 20 plus human studies showing ketogenic diets may slow tumors and enhance therapy, and with a sensationalized title to scare patients. Peer review missed flaws, suggesting bias in nutrition research against low carb diets. This risks public health. This right here is fraudulent. This is dangerous to the people. These type of lies should not just be unpublished. It shouldn't be like, oh, slap on the wrist. You told a bunch of lies to a bunch of people that don't know any better, that look at you as the experts. These people need to be put in jail. Like, for real, these are lies, straight up lies. Now, we can't put them in jail because they're in China, but that's another fucking problem. It's all goddamn together, people. This is not in any way going to make me think that they don't want us fat, sick, weak, and dependent. None. This is not going to make me think that in any way whatsoever. I don't know what you folks think about the ketogenic diet. I personally love it, but I am not a strict zealot of it. I eat mostly keto throughout the course of the week. Today I'm carnivore. Today I've just had steak. No audio. Let's see. Test. Well, that's on your end. So later. But anyway. It's extremely important. I'm sorry, I'm looking at an argument. But it's extremely important we get this out of our science. We can't continue this way. We should not look at any papers. We should look at all their data. Just the data. Just the data. Right? If we only looked at the data and then like put it through to what the actual data means, all the variables. This is the same mistakes that were made during COVID. They were able to make completely fraudulent assumptions based off of absolutely nothing or not even peer-reviewed science. So they're definitely going to try to make sure that it looks peer-reviewed. This is not how we can function as a society. This is how the elites literally push us into doing stupid shit. Wake up and smell the roses, people. The problem is ultra-processed foods. Steak, eggs, vegetables, and fruit are not the goddamn problem with our society. People gluttoning themselves on ultra-processed foods is the problem. They want us fat, sick, weak, and dependent. Literally. You can literally see it. So I just wanted to pop on here real quick for evening rants. I'm going to probably be back here. We're definitely going to be back on the 18th, by the way. We're going to have Paulie Calafiore from Big Brother and from the Challenge series. We're going to talk to him about what it's like to be a patriot in a land full of pussies. But I hope all of you have a phenomenal day. We will talk soon. God damn.